There is a man sitting in a hospital in Ohio. He has not spoken to another person in 4 days. Not because he is sick, because he is alone. Doctors now classify chronic loneliness as a health risk comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. A condition so physically damaging that it shortens your lifespan. Here is what nobody asks. If loneliness is this destructive, why does it exist at all? The answer goes back about 2 million years. And it is not what you expect. Loneliness is not a modern failure. It is an ancient alarm. Your brain evolved inside a social species that survived exclusively in groups. A human alone on the African savannas was not independent. It was dead within days. No claws, no speed, no camouflage, nothing. Group was the survival tool. Every individual piece of biology that kept you alive depended on other people being nearby. So the brain developed a system. When you are separated from your group, it fires a signal so uncomfortable that you are physically compelled to seek connection again. That signal is loneliness. It is not weakness. It is the same mechanism as hunger. Hunger tells you that your body needs food. Loneliness tells you that your survival system needs people. The Hadza of Tanzania, one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer societies on Earth, do not have a word for being alone. That is separate from the word for being in danger. In their language, the two concepts are the same thing. Ancient humans did not just passively wait for loneliness to pass. They had specific rituals built entirely around preventing it. Anthropologists studying early human burial sites found something surprising. The graves were not isolated. They were clustered, and people were buried next to each other, with objects placed in the ground beside them. Tools, food, ornaments, which means ancient humans were performing grief rituals, not just for the dead but for the living. The act of burying someone together, of mourning together, of placing objects beside the body, was a deliberate act of collective bonding. The exact moment when a group was most at risk of fragmenting from loss. The night campfire served the same function. Researchers studying the Hadza found that the firelight hours were when the group voluntarily compressed. People who had spread across a wide area during the day, hunting and gatherings, would physically move closer together at night. The fire was not just warmth, it was the meeting point, the place where the group confirmed it still existed. Storytelling, laughter, physical touch, grooming, all of it clustered around that fire, all of it doing the same thing, reminding each individual brain that it was not alone. Here is the part that lands differently. Once you know all of this, the modern epidemic of loneliness is not happening because humans became weaker or more fragile. It is happening because we systematically removed every ancient mechanism that prevented it. We stopped sleeping in groups. We stopped eating communally by default. We moved into individual rooms, individual apartments, individual cars. We replaced the campfire with a screen that looks like connection, but does not trigger the same biological response. Your brain cannot tell the difference between scrolling through other people's lives and actually being with them at first. But over time it notices, and it fires the alarm again. Same alarm it has been firing for 2 million years. The same one that told your ancestor on the savannah to get up and find the others before it was too late. You are not broken for feeling it. You are just a very old kind of animal. And the fire is still the answer. It just looks different now.